sensitive information.
No, it's part of a he was part of professional development, and now it's called creative.
That's pretty cool. I enjoy
Yeah.
companies that have a creative thing.
Yeah, so they do most of our design work, our website work, things like that. Like
Boom.
not working on the website, but like the designing and the how it looks. So
Okay, that's pretty cool.
yeah, they do a pretty good job.
God dang, there's a lot of people in here already. What's up, guys? All right, so we have a crazy amount. Oh, you guys can probably hear my Fortnite in the background. Let me turn that off. Sorry about that. Oh, my face. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. So, like, just doing a general scroll. I mean, there's so much text. Oh my god, it's all text. This is gonna be fun.
Scroll.
General scroll. All right, man. Here we go.
Holy crap!
Yeah, right.
I'm seeing it now. Wow.
Okay. Stuff about Lord Saladin. Oh, by the way, Last Word Podcast episode something. Jay-Z.
56, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at.
We're somewhere. These live
We'll go
episodes
56.
it makes
Yeah.
it really hard to number it. But yeah, it's something. Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. We got a lot of great stuff. I'm pretty excited. Jay-Z talk, just to make sure. Oh yeah.
Jay-Z talk.
Oh yeah, they hear you. We're good. All right. Speaking of update 1.1.4, so don't forget, guys, everything that we're talking about today will come out in 19 days on March 27th. So here's what it says. This has been referred to internally as the Gotta Go Fast update. If you guys don't remember that, that's very exciting to me personally. As a person with like borderline squirrel reflexes, I like going fast, so I'm pretty excited for that. Here we go. Last week, Cosmo asked you fine readers to set an agenda on what we would talk about in this week's article. Your overwhelming response, Sandbox. While we are still in the process of finishing development on 1.1.4, senior Crucible designer Kevin Yanes and design lead Josh Hamrick are here to get a little bit more granular with what's coming on March 27th. So this is from Kevin, who is the senior Crucible designer. Hey everyone, Kevin here from the Crucible team. I'm dropping by to share the details on the rest of our changes heading into update 1.1.4. As Derek mentioned in last week's This Week at Bungie, Iron Banner, Rumble, and Mayhem are making their triumphant returns to Destiny 2 with a few twists. Iron Banner has become 6v6, Mayhem features 90% fewer Nova Bombs, which is in reference to the glitch that happened during the dawning, and Rumble has welcomed 2 additional players into the fray. There's a lot to get excited about in 1.1.4, but something the team really wanted to do was go back and refine the core experience. Looking at the feedback, it was clear that the community felt there were 2 key areas for improvement: time to kill and team shotting. So we set our sights on reworking systems, mechanics, and values to tackle those 2 areas. Now that to me is a very strong statement, right? Just like right off the bat. I think I've said this in the last couple of weeks, Jay-Z. I have pretty much maintained adamantly that they would not touch time to kill. I felt like
I didn't think they would either. I thought it was at a good time, honestly.
Yeah, I like the Destiny 1 time better. I like 3-tap hand cannons versus 4-tap, personally.
Okay, I can understand that, but I'm a fan of a little bit longer time to kill.
Mm-hmm.
I guess closer to Halo than, Call of Duty. So
right. Anyone who wants to read along in chat, by the way, here you go. You can take that link in there. So if they are addressing this, which that makes it sound like they're addressing that, I'm amazed. I just felt like in order to tackle all around time to kill, that's a lot of changes, especially in a couple of months. So
they built the entire system on the time to kill.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's quite a bit of change that they're gonna do.
Okay, so here we go. The very next question. Does this mean that you're changing time to kill? When we looked at the core feedback on time to kill in the Crucible, we saw that it mostly stemmed from a lack of excitement or spikes of intensity you all came to expect from a Destiny experience. This came in the form of feedback that stated the game was too slow or the core loop was too stale. We agree and have worked with Sandbox to increase the pace of the Crucible as a whole. So it doesn't look like they're actually changing it. So technically I was right, but we were right. Josh is going to speak on to all of the Sandbox changes here in a bit, but I won't steal his thunder. So alongside all of the great changes the Sandbox team has made, we are setting our sights on making the Crucible a faster, more dynamic, and more action-packed experience on the activity side. That's exciting. Let's get down to brass tacks on how we are planning to change the Crucible and the delivery of the goals stated above. Here's an overview of the changes we are bringing in 1.1.4. Respawn and Revive were tuned in all game modes. The player respawn timers for all quick play modes have been reduced to 2 seconds. The player respawn times for Survival have been reduced to 7 seconds. Revive lockout time and countdown has been reduced to 7 seconds. And players no longer lose revive tokens on death. So that's a pretty big one for trials.
Yes. Because
that means there will be significantly more lives in the countdown side of trials now. So that's very interesting. Quick play, that's cool. I hate respawn timers in general, to be completely honest. I feel like they're sort of necessary in a smaller map size like Destiny has, so you don't get like spawn trapped over and over again. But at the same time, I really hate respawn timers personally. Like every time I'm like in the zone and I die, and it's just like 5 seconds just to take me out of it. I absolutely hate that. Yeah. Yeah. So those are all the respawn stuff. Let's see. What's up? What's everyone saying? We good? Yeah. Everyone seems to be loving in chat. All right, guys. Remember, share. Let's get a bunch of stuff going. I'm really excited for this personally, so I want to respond to a lot of stuff today. Power ammo respawn timers were adjusted across the board. Power ammo respawn timers in Iron Banner have been reduced 50%. Oh my god. Power ammo respawn times for all quick play modes have been reduced 30%. In Survival, it's 40%, and in Countdown, it's 25%. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's...
yeah.
You know, that's
yeah.
That's one of those. Well, we'll have to see. But
yeah, that's gonna be a lot of heavy ammo around the map.
That's like a lot of colony. I can just hear the doom doom doom. Jeez.
What was that again? I missed it.
Hey, no, you can just watch the stream back later. Enemy players now drop their power ammo on death. Now I do like that. I do like this a lot. This brick is now networked to all players regardless of faction. I don't understand why the hell that matters. Secure the power. Oh, regardless of team. If your teammate dies, you can pick up his heavy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Secure the power ammo to keep it from your foes or steal off your enemy's ghost, but be quick because these bricks won't stay in the world forever. That's actually pretty cool, but pretty weird, but pretty awesome at the same time.
Well, it promotes more team play instead of running off on your own with power ammo or your team running off from you while you have power ammo.
Right.
So it's a risk-reward thing. So if, you know, say you had the power ammo and I'm following you, I can pick it up and then use my instead of, you know, the other team just getting it. So that'll be good. I like that. Yeah,
I'm excited to see these changes because having more heavy ammo will essentially be like having special ammo in Destiny 1. We'll see. You know, it's all about we can hear these things, but until we play, you know, you can only do so much. Although that, you know, I'm gonna go in with an open mind on the increased power ammo spawn timers. To me, or you know, initially this sounds painful, but if they're going for a more fast-paced Crucible and a lower time to kill on average, putting more insta kills is definitely a way to get that average down. So yeah, we'll see.
Just as long as it's not grenades or melee.
Yeah. As long as you can outplay it. I don't want sticky grenades go.
Yep.
You know, like no. Well, though it'll be interesting. But what about competitive? During development of 1.1.4, we realized that while we're reducing the team shotting and quick play in Iron Banner effectively, we haven't quite done the same to competitive. Knowing this, we are looking for a change that reinforces the following goals: reduce team clumping, reward individual play, and incentivize flanks. With these goals in mind, we have looked to take a big step in shifting the gameplay in competitive and trials. Starting in 1.1.4, we have opted to remove the tracker from all competitive and trial game modes. Oh my god.
Oh.
Wait, what tracker?
The radar, maybe?
Oh, shoot. There's a radar in Destiny. Oh, no. Yeah, nah.
So I like the way that Halo did it back in the day, where if you were like ducking, you were off radar, but I guess it pinged every couple of seconds. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Destiny does that.
No, but you're not completely off radar when you're ducking. It misses a ping, I guess, every time.
Interesting. This means more communication is required to secure victories in competitive and trials matches. It also means that a crispy flank with power ammo, is all the more powerful. Subverting expectations and reading opponents is more potent in matches with no tracker. In playtests, we have already seen some clutching underdogs come back, so we can't wait to see what you all do in competitive and trials starting in 1.1.4. That said, we are always listening and reacting to feedback, so please tell us what you think about this change and all of our 1.1.4 changes once they go live. The only thing here, while I'm saying this, I'm going to actually post the live stream to Twitter. The only thing I will say is, back in Destiny 1 with Halloween, the very last Halloween, it was there was no radar, and it was kind of campy. They will need to, if they're trying to reduce how much people camp, I feel like removing people altogether from the radar is not the way to do it. Maybe have the radar in there and no one shows up on it unless they don't move for 5 seconds, for 10 seconds.
Or they don't fire, or when they fire they show up, or something like that. Yeah,
it's camping in a corner is going to be so prevalent now. You have 4 people in a room.
Yeah. I actually really like that idea that you just said, like, the longer that you stay still, the more you show up on radar. I think that'd be awesome. Because I don't like trials matches are just going to be camp central now, and I don't know how that. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess we'll have to play it again. Yeah, it's the.
I like I said, I always go into these things optimistic. Everyone in every God dang it, everyone in chat. That was Twitter and chat mix.
Yeah.
Which
or twatter.
Everyone in chat, if you want to retweet that, you would be a crispy mother chicken. Is that a good thing? A crispy mother chicken? Does that mean I murdered you and cooked you?
It sounds like a McDonald's sandwich to me.
Crispy mother chicken? I like it. So yeah, so it'll be interesting. I feel like Trials is already campy enough. It'll be really interesting to see what this does. But, I want to be careful. I don't want to condemn anything before I try it. It could be really good. It could also be not very good. So it'll be interesting to see. I definitely think removing the tracker will give those with gun skill and those with actual, reading situations, good instinct. I think it'll give them the way upper hand, though. Like they said, if you now have power ammo and you can flank well, it's over. Right?
Well, plus that, and if you're moving around the map and you see somebody and they don't see you, it allows you to, like, win a gun battle, not relying on radar and relying on more skill and movement. I mean, I guess it's going to help with if you're actually moving around.
Right. It will also do a couple of other things. Invisibility will be way less potent.
Yeah.
Those grenades that show up on your radar will be useless, which thank Bungie for that. And the Gemini gestures are pretty much worthless too. I mean, they still blur your screen a little bit, but it's not. The main thing is it gets rid of your radar, and if radar's already gone, and that's really strange because the Gemini gestures and the Night Stalker in general is a very competitive, focused class, and I hate it. Like, it's ridiculous because it's competitive in the sense of isolating your opponents, but it's also very anti-gunfight, which is exactly what I dislike about Night Stalker. And here they are pretty much eliminating that, which is really awesome.
Do you think it'll make the Arc Strider more played then?
Let me tell you something, JC. I bashed on the Arc Strider a lot, and this past week, maybe the past 2 weeks, maybe past month, I've been using the Arc Strider so much. I really enjoy Arc Strider. I think that if with the speed buff that Arc Strider's getting in this update, and whatever else they decide to do with it, yes, I do think Arc Strider will be used more than Bow.
Well, I want to see a little bit of a balance, especially in Crucible, because it seems like Gunslinger's used 99% of the time in PvE, and then it's about 50-50 as far as, you know, Gunslinger's used a lot in not competitive PvP, and then being competitive, it's a mix between more probably Night Stalker. And
it just, in my opinion, Arc Strider is the most underrated subclass in Destiny 2. I love it. It's really fun. I do like Golden Gun more still, but that's just because it's easy. But yes, I do think with these changes, which is awesome, you will no longer see teams of 4 Night Stalkers running around, which is just like I said, praise Bungie. I'm pretty excited to see what that is.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your time in reading and playing. We're proud and excited to share the work we've done in 1.1.4 and look forward to meeting you on the battlefield. Next up, Ham Slam Rick. So Rick, or freaking forget his name, Hamrick. They gave him a weird nickname. I didn't come up with that. And some Sandbox goodies. So Josh Hamrick. Hello, friends. As I mentioned the last time, our goal for this update is to provide individual players with more hero moments by increasing overall speed and mobility, increasing the number of supers you charge to demolish your enemies, and increasing the frequency and impact of our most montage-worthy power weapons, especially in the Crucible. With update 1.1.4 drawing even closer, it feels like a good time to swing back by and provide some updates and additional clarity to what this patch will bring. The first thing that you should know, we are very excited for this update to go live. After weeks of solid play testing, some with external participants, we feel like this is really shaping up to be an update you will be happy with. Huge shout out to everyone involved that helped the list of possible changes grow instead of shrink. Also to those who play tested and gave us quality, actionable feedback. I would like to say, I follow all these guys on Twitter, and every day they're like, we have another playtest. Today DMG says that there's a playtest after they're done with work or whatever to test how the new exotic changes feel in the raid. So it seems like they're doing a very good job of working overtime sort of just to playtest these things, which is really awesome. I'm glad that they're that devoted to it. Very, very interested to see what everything happens here. Now here's an updated version of the list of changes first detailed in the February 1st this week of Bungie. New and/or updated entries are highlighted in bold. So all 3 glides plus catapult and strafe lift have been returned and buffed to make them faster and more unique. So that means lift is lift Titan? Yeah, it is, right? Lift is Titan. And all 3 glides. So Warlock and Titans will all move faster now. Great.
Good.
The mobility stat range has been expanded and completely retuned as well. In short, everyone gets faster and the high end is higher. The player's ground speed cap has been increased, allowing for faster total movement speed regardless of how you may get there. So those are all pretty much the same.
So from what I understand about that, the higher your mobility is, you run faster as well now? Or is it just walk faster?
Yeah, it looks like mobility affects sprint speed.
Perfect. No, that's way better because literally mobility is like the least important for most activities.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Yeah, it'll make my life a little bit harder because I just spent like 300 masterwork cores masterworking all my favorite armor and making sure they're all recovery based. Yeah. And now I'm like, oh god, what have I done? I'll just.
But now you have an incentive to grind out for one of each thing now, so that'll be good.
Yeah, for real. Arc Strider, Sentinel, and Striker all move faster and at the same speed as one another while in their supers. Arc Strider as a whole is performing well in PvP, but mostly due to its neutral game perks. We've made the following changes in an effort to get the super to be more competitive. Faster attack animations, faster dodge animations, increased range of all attacks. Yeah, Arc Strider is going to be the competitive subclass. Do you remember Arc Blade Year 1 was the competitive subclass?
I think because they gave it a ton of armor, didn't they?
So a ton of armor, and Blink made it unpredictable as a mother.
Yeah, I forgot about Blink. Yeah, because it was the only one with Blink.
Yeah. Well, and Voidwalker and Suns.
No, I mean the only Hunter class with.
Oh yeah.
No, it was Voidwalker and Arc Strider were the two.
Okay. So with faster dodge animations, that is essentially blink. Being able to close wide gaps without being hit very quickly. So it's going back up there. I'm calling it right now. The previous shoulder charge changes are being reverted, allowing shoulder charge to be used as a movement mode once again. That's pretty good. Oh, these are... So now we get into the new changes. Dawnblade has been improved. Yes! Reduced cost for throwing swords, allowing for one additional throw. That's alright. Increased super duration extension gained from Everlasting Fire. I'm guessing that's a perk. Removed all in-air accuracy penalties while Swift Strike is active, meaning...
Good.
Yeah,
you can actually hover and do something now.
Yeah, the top skill tree will no longer be useless. Reduce the Icarus dash cooldown. That's pretty cool as well. Increase the grenade and melee energy heat rises gives you per kill. Good.
Yeah. I like all that.
I like all that.
Well, it's the least used class of the warlock, so yeah.
Right.
Give us some reason to use it.
One sec. Let's look at some feedback real quick. Detective Chippy, I won't be happy until snipers are special weapons. You are never gonna be happy, my friend. That's just
not Destiny 2.
Or yeah, not in Destiny 2. Right. There are no special weapons anymore. That's right. What about Dawnblade and Stormcaller? Well, we just read Dawnblade. I'm sure Stormcaller has some stuff in here. Arcstrider Master Class. I guess Bungie really loves hunters. People are really liking the Arcstrider changes. That's pretty good.
Well, it sounds like they're taking the least used classes and they're trying to make them viable so people actually pick them. And
this is exactly what we have both been saying. You know, don't take the powerful ones and get rid of them.
No.
Bring weak ones up, which is what they're doing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Invisibility on dodge and smoke updates. So in addition to destroying them in competitive, that's not enough, guys. We got to get rid of hunters, or Night Stalkers. Invisibility on dodge no longer breaks aim assist or projectile tracking in PvP. Oh my goodness, Bungie, I could kiss every one of you. Dodging still breaks both aim assist and projectile tracking, but only for the duration of the actual dodge. That's all right. Increase the duration of invisibility on dodge by 1 second. That's all right. Increase the duration of smoke bomb invisibility by 1 second. That's fine. As long as if you are invisible, I can still... Oh, wait. No!
What?
Oh, wait. Oh, invisibility on dodge. My bad. I'm an idiot. Woo!
Yeah, so instead of like your grenade not tracking them once they do it, it's still going to track them, which is
right,
good.
Right. And I can shoot them in the face because I don't know if you guys know this, but without aim assist on controllers, it is impossible to hit a target. It's just not possible.
Yeah, and they took that aim assist off. Now they're getting it back.
Now it's back on, yes. Okay, I was like, for a second there, I was like, did I misread that? Did I incorrectly praise Bungie? It's just on dodge? No, it's on invisibility, so it's all right. We're good. Supers recharge faster for everyone. Supers now recharge 1 minute and 40 seconds faster, a cooldown reduction of 25%. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Mods that reduce grenade, melee, and class ability cooldowns have been buffed to allow for up to 2 times faster cooldowns. Note, this is not replacing Mods 2.0, which was recently delayed. More information is available below. 2 times faster melees, grenades, and class abilities, and 25% faster supers. That's pretty crazy. Those are some significant changes.
So I think the one that might be used the most, but I mean, that's the thing is, this is only going to pretty much be PvP outside, well, and then like outside the raid, because they have raid, you want to use those raid things, so it's not going to be buffing the, the grenades and melees with your armor. But strikes and stuff like that, that can help buff your that can help a lot, especially with the grenade. Right. So yeah, that'll be exciting, especially with the new scoring system.
Yeah, there's so much stuff here. Like this is not a small. It's gonna take days to play through all of this and be like, what's good. I'm excited. This is gonna be a good couple.
Well, as long as Crucible gets good, I like. Not that it's a terrible like. The gunplay's fine. It's just, it's not fun. So
yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, you're right. Wolf King. Wait, when is this update coming? March 27th in 19 days. Yeah, man, I agree. It's like, well, I wouldn't say it's just not fun. It's not as fun as it should be.
Yes. Well, I mean, with everything that's in the game and the abilities and like it should be.
It should be fun. It should be,
Yeah.
but it's not as much. So we're gonna keep going. But I think these are fantastic changes in my opinion. We have buffed several weapon archetypes, including but not limited to hand cannons, pulse rifles, sniper rifles, and shotguns, and a few specific perks as well. A key goal here is to make shotgun snipers and fusion rifles more prevalent in the game. I don't know why they keep saying fusion rifles. Fusion rifles are already borderline overpowered right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're the go-to outside of the grenade launcher.
Yeah, the colony, right.
That you so elegantly made noises for.
Yeah. Rewind it. Here we go. Pulse rifles get increased PvE damage for all pulses. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Increased rate of fire for adaptive and high impact pulses. So,
okay.
High impact would be slow fire rate.
Yes.
What's a slow fire rate pulse rifle? Vigilance Wing?
The one from Dead Orbit, I want to say. Like Three Graves, I think was.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Increased base damage for adaptive high impact and rapid fire pulses. So even the fastest fire will do more damage. Increased precision multiplier for lightweight. Decreased precision multiplier for adaptive. And this keeps precision damage close to where it is now, putting most of the buff into body shots, though it is still an increase in precision damage overall. That's pretty good.
Well, no, they're bringing pulse rifles back.
Well, hopefully. We'll see. That increased base damage is going to be very important.
Well, the fast fire rate ones are okay competitive with some of the other things, but they
you know what? It's so sad. Pulse rifles used to be my go-to. I can't even think of any of these archetypes right now.
The fast firing one I use in Crucible all the time now.
Is Time-Worn Spire a fast fire rate, or isn't it?
Yes, and then the new Trials one as well is a fast fire rate.
Oh, Darkest Before, right? Okay,
yeah.
Okay,
That one's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like these changes. It'll be interesting to see. It looks like for all of these, they've just increased PvE damage, which is pretty exciting, which means we're going to be even more powerful in PvE. But, I'm not complaining, but
I don't know if it's going to replace a pulse rifle or a scout rifle, but we'll see.
Oh, well, probably not, because the very next thing, scout rifles, increased PvE damage for all scouts. So if Nameless Midnight was not powerful enough, you are in for a treat. Increased base damage for high impact scouts. I don't know any high impact scouts.
The Dead Orbit one as well is a high impact scout.
I don't think I've ever used a Dead Orbit.
Both the new Monarchy scouts were high impact, and like
never used them either.
Then two of the Gunsmith ones were high impact. If one looked pretty cool, but it wasn't like in practice, like in playing with it, it wasn't that great. So
I know three archetypes. The meta, the Mida, appropriate, I guess. The Mida, the lightweight one. The Nameless Midnight, which is adaptive, I think. And the Hex.
The Trials one is really good too.
The Purpose is lightweight. It's the same as Mida.
Yeah.
And then the Frostbit Hex one, or the energy one, the fast
That's
fire.
the thing, is none of us were using high impact ones because they were so like they weren't usable. Yeah.
I guess we'll see, man. Hand cannon, increased PvE damage for all hand cannons. That's something I'm really glad they're doing, actually.
Oh yeah.
I feel like hand cannons, even though I never really used them that much in Destiny 1, I feel like it would be very beneficial to make them more usable. So I especially in PvE, so I like that. Increased precision multiplier for precision hand cannons. That is like the 3-tap, once again, like the Iron Banner one from last week or last month. That's weird because they already 3-tap. Yeah. So that's mostly a PvE thing. Increased hip fire accuracy on consoles, increased aim down sight accuracy on consoles.
Good. We need that. Like they were almost unusable, especially when people were dancing around. So, yeah.
It's weird because those are the only changes.
So I think that's all they really needed, was a little bit more of an aim assist type thing.
Yeah.
Because they're so good on PC, that the console needed something a little bit to make it catch up, I would say, because some of the changes or some of the hand cannons are really good in PvP or PvE, sorry. But they're just the reload and everything else makes them difficult to use. So this will help bring them up to scout rifles and other things that we're using. So I'm excited. Auto rifles. I couldn't even think of auto rifles. Yes, auto rifles.
Auto rifles are on here, but they have a really small one, it looks like. But we'll get to them. Sidearms, increased PvE damage for all sidearms, increased hipfire accuracy, increased aim down sight accuracy, increased inventory size, allowing more reserve ammo to be stored, increased minimum range, and added an aim down sight movement bonus. So sidearms are just everything. You know what's really weird? I don't see a nerf 3-round burst here. You know, interesting. So
does it? I don't think it would need it, would it?
The Last Hope?
Well, I mean, if you're bringing other ones up,
maybe not. We'll see. That's a good point, but we'll have to see. It's still got an insanely. I expected the fact that we are going through this entire list and I don't see a nerf is a little bit like at all is weird to me. Maybe they're just leaving them out of the patch notes until we get the patch notes. Maybe they actually didn't nerf anything at all, which would be really weird. But let's see. SMG increased PvE damage for all SMGs, set optics to 1.3 times, and increased inventory size, allowing for more reserve ammo to be stored. I don't think that's enough.
No, but the PvE help, it might be viable in some of the closer encounters now.
Yeah,
but over an auto rifle, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Just from like a Crucible aspect, though, they're lacking. I think this doesn't help much, but I guess we'll see. Linear fusion rifle increased PvE damage for all linear fusions, which is really interesting because linear fusion rifles, I don't know if you know this, Jay-Z, are actually some of the best DPSs out DPSing snipers. Not as much as rocket, but you know, on Callus you can get pretty close, which is interesting.
Well, it's because of their ammo capacity, more or less. Yeah.
So if they're increasing damage and they're increasing precision multiplier and increasing aim assist and reducing flinch multiplier, so you have super accurate things that do a lot of damage. Linear fusion rifles are going to be something to look at for raid usage, which is, who says that? Like,
I know.
I never expected to say that. Man, I guess we'll see. Shotgun increased PvE damage, increased inventory size, and increased aim assist for Suro's precision shotguns. I'm really glad that they didn't get a damage buff or anything because shotguns are pretty dominant where they are now. So I like that. Oh, sniper rifles, the big one. Increased PvE damage for all snipers, increased precision multiplier, increased aim assist, increased inventory size. So precision multiplier and PvE damage. Also, maybe snipers might be a contender for top DPS. That's something to look at.
Well, it'll be, so this is what I want with, especially with all this PvE increases. I want to have a team to be able to like 2 and 2 and 2 use different power weapons, and like even so I'm just thinking of the Callus fight offhand, and this is obviously different encounters will be different. So like you can have your 2 people with snipers pull out the snipers on the back 2 plates when you're damaging on those, and then like your close range power guys, and then like you have a mix of all your abilities and stuff on the other plates. So I think we'll see, like, because right now with the rocket launchers you can use it on all plates, but I want something that you can have sustained DPS like a sniper, where you can do, if you hit all precision shots, I can out damage a rocket launcher. You know, six rockets.
I feel like that's something, especially with the rotating loadout prestige modes coming to the raids. You know, my biggest thing when they were going over the different types, you know, it was like you're limited to using a linear fusion rifle, and I think one of us said, it might have been both of us, you know, good luck completing Argus or whatever you call them, only using a linear fusion rifle. Like, there's no way you'll do enough DPS.
Yeah. No.
And with this, you might be able to do enough DPS. So, You know, that's something. I guess that's not even something we'll have to test because we'll get the prestige mode and then it'll test it for us. So that's pretty cool. Grenade launcher increased blast radius. Now this is actually kind of a nerf in itself because one of the reasons the Curtain Call is so much better than the Sins of the Past is because it actually has a tighter blast radius. So when you shoot Callus, they don't bounce away. They explode right on them, and you get more consistent, higher damage than the Sins of the Past.
That's grenade launcher, not rocket
Oh,
launcher.
I'm such an idiot. God dang it.
You're welcome.
Woo! Yeah, rocket launchers aren't being touched. Grenade launchers increase blast radius. That's actually a fantastic change, unless you're a hater of the colony.
Oh, they should say except for the colony.
Except for colony,
Yeah.
No, that's a really good change. I like that a lot. It'll be interesting to see what becomes viable. It's really also interesting there because grenade launchers that do not detonate on impact are still useless, and they will continue to be useless until the end of time. Maybe if they don't change anything, I guess. Who knows? Yeah, assault rifles decreased range and aim assist stats for precision autos. Uriel's gift base damage is not changed. Oh, there's a nerf right there.
Yeah,
Uriel's
so that's bringing SMGs up for close range higher than assault rifles. So did it say no range is being decreased from it though? That stinks.
Yeah, no base damage is being changed. Decreased range and aim assist stats for precision autos.
Perfect. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in that mid range, not the far mid range.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so a lot of great changes here. I'm looking forward to playing with every single one of these. They look fantastic. Yeah, just a lot of great stuff here. So, excuse my blunder with the rocket launcher. That actually didn't happen. That's everything for this part, at least. I actually really like that the one nerf that they specified is the Uriel's gift, because I feel like the Uriel's gift is used more as an SMG, especially in things like Trials, rather than an auto rifle. And, you know, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah.
They need to differentiate between the two classes and make every class usable at a range that you're comfortable with.
Exactly. And that was one thing coming into Destiny 2 we discussed a lot was how do you make SMGs different than auto rifles? And that's how, right here.
Yeah,
that's really
because
good.
right now SMGs are not used that often compared to auto rifles. So hopefully this will bring them both in line with each other as far as ranges go.
Right. Yeah. Okay. A few weapon perks are also getting some changes. High impact reserves increased PvE damage. High impact reserves. I don't know what perk that is.
I'm trying to think what it does.
Google.
Who Googles things?
I Google things.
I do that for my job all the time. I'm just playing.
There's some cows. Let's just, how about Destiny 2? You should probably put context in things. Can someone hover over the perk, please? That would be awesome. Blue Shift, does that have it? Nope. Retro Futurist, does that have it? Nope. This clip of a video says damage buff 3 to 6% from high impact reserves. So I don't know who this guy is, but it's, oh my goodness. I don't know. It's just a picture of a knife in a tree. I don't even know how that got there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's cool. Kill clip increased PvE damage, which is insane because that means the positive outlook is gonna be even better. What? Okay. Rampage increased PvE damage, increased duration. That's pretty cool. What guns have Rampage?
What does Rampage do?
Who knows? Clutch 911. High impact reserves is the lower magazine of a gun. Oh, it's glass half full. The new Monarchy auto rifle had it. I remember that now.
Oh, okay.
Rampage, doesn't the Mananan has Rampage?
Does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because I thought it has steady rounds and high or the explosive rounds. I guess maybe that.
Oh, don't Google just Rampage. God dang it. I don't want to see The Rock Johnson on stream. What am I doing? Oh, goodness. I guess he was in a movie called Rampage. Look, I'm just going to...
Yeah, it's coming out.
Kills with this weapon temporarily grants increased damage. Yeah, it's got... I think the Mandarin has it. Something has it.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't.
Dragonfly, increased damage, increased radius, stronger visual effects. We got our Firefly back! Origin Story has Rampage. That's a good one. Grave Robber reloads half your magazine instead of a third of it. Grave Robber, I think, is when you get a melee kill, it reloads some of the magazine, so that's interesting. Time Payload splits damage 55, explosive 45, direct instead of previous split, which did more direct damage. Okay, interesting.
There's only one thing with Time Payload, isn't there?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's the hand cannon from Future War Cult, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe. Oh! Is that Time Payload?
I think it is, yeah. It's the one where it hits, that like, it sticks and then it explodes.
Oh, I just realized I spelled inbound wrong on my thumbnail because I'm an idiot. Dang it. Look at this. Who spells inbound like that? What is this? Okay.
Let me look at it.
No, please don't. Explosive rounds can decrease PvE. How do you even make that? You see, this is why you don't hurry through things, guys. How did no one tell me? Decrease PvE explosive round damage and decrease explosive rounds. Well, there goes the freaking Nameless Midnight. This decrease has been compensated for with an increase in PvE damage for the base weapons. Your weapons with explosive rounds will not do less damage after 1.1.4. Never mind. Yeah. Just like last time, we also have a few additional notes to wrap up. Mods rework. First, let's talk about the changes to the potency of ability cooldown mods. In our last update, we mentioned that we are going to wait and buff ability cooldowns at the same time we drop the mods rework. Over the last few weeks, it's become obvious that the mod rework was going to need more time to come together due to the scope of the changes. That decision, which has already been accounted for in the last roadmap you saw, is ultimately going to be a win for us all. It gives us more time to deliver something we believe will add value to the game. However, we understand that we should not delay the much needed improvement on ability cooldowns, so while there are many improvements to mods planned for the future, we're going to greatly increase the output of ability cooldown mods in update 1.1.4. And I think they already talked about that. That's, you essentially get everything back twice as fast. Mm-hmm. Zessia, I didn't tell you misspelled inbound, but I did screenshot it for you. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. And then invisibility. Night Stalkers, the day of reckoning is soon upon us. Our invisible exploits may barely have been seen, but they have most certainly been felt. In 1.1.4, our ability to ninja spoke out to avoid any and all incoming fire and or lightning is going to be reduced down to pure skill alone. It's not that we'd ever admit to it being anything but, as one of the only two items deemed nerf-worthy, oh my god, I can't even talk, nerf-worthy on the entire list of incoming Sandbox changes, we as hunters shall deal with this as we deal with everything. We'll take it as a compliment and solid proof of our endless supply of talent. Why do you have to talk like this? Currently, initiate dodge or throw smoke. Dodging temporarily kills aim assist and projectile tracking. Smoke just immediately jumps to... I don't know what that means. Initiate invisibility for the duration of invisibility. Aim assist and projectile tracking remain disabled. Yeah, so it's just saying what it is happens. And then coming 1.1.4, instead of that, dodging temporarily kills aim assist and projectile tracking. Aim assist and tracking are re-enabled. Oh, it's just going over exactly what happens with the invisibility. So once again, if you're invisible, I'll still be able to shoot you, which is very nice. Let's see, man. Snipers. In the last update, I mentioned how a nasty bug has crept into our scopes and made it nearly impossible for us to correctly tune sniper flinch. We have good news. That fix has been implemented, and those changes will go live in the 1.2.0 update planned for May. Sweet sniper action is on the way. this is not the end. While we are very excited to get this update into your hands, we do believe that you're really going to enjoy the changes. We all know these aren't the only changes we will need to make to address feedback. It's just the first leg of a long journey. We hope that this makes the game more fun for you all, that it begins to bring back hero moments and makes you feel a bit more like tiny gods. But as we also hope you know that there's more to come and that this gets you excited to come along for the ride. That's some pretty good. Those are some pretty good changes, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's see what everyone. Let's talk. Let's see. Let's see. James Kohler, if High Impact Reserves gets buff, like I'm hoping that means that it will be the end of Uriel's gift and time for the number to outshine. Yeah, number will be pretty high up there, man. Uriel's gift already is getting a nerf. There's two things that got nerfed. Invisibility and the Uriel's gift. As weird as that is, it's like an entire mechanic and then one gun. So, that's pretty funny. Stuff with the companion app. Oh yeah, let's see. Can't wait for pulse rifle damage buff. Yeah, it'll be very nice. What's up, Alex? Welcome to the stream. James Kohler, I'm very curious about the Graviton Lance, one of my favorite looking guns. Those changes will come in May. So the exotic sandbox changes, including armor, do not happen until DLC 2. We'll get more information about that, I'm sure, in a month or so. This is purely based on legendary and overall. I guess technically the exotics will change a little bit with these changes, but not too much. This isn't the actual changes you guys should be looking for. Player supports. Stuff. Oh, and top scores. Since Tuesday, we've had quite a few players asking about the top Nightfall scores recorded for the Tree Probability Strike. We will be highlighting the top fire times each week. As a note, we are aware of an issue where lost sectors are currently contributing to points to the Nightfall scorecard, which we are aiming to resolve by May. Until resolved, you can find the top scores to be huge. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you were right on that. You called it.
Yeah.
You said that people are going in that lost sector and farming it.
Percentiles. So the tiers for each of the perks, or the variants rather, are pretty much the same. High scores achieved through creative use of lost sectors will not be factored in when settling these new score pars. So with that, Jay-Z, I know you haven't done the Nightfall. This week's Nightfall is insanely difficult. It is so hard. On prestige difficulty with the modifiers, we streamed for like 2.5 hours and we completed it twice. It was brutal.
Wow.
I did manage to get, the only variant I got was the rarest one, and it's
good.
Yeah, it's really weird. We'll be doing a live stream later in the week, guys, to get the rest of those. It's really weird because the strike's not too bad. Getting points is no problem. Like, we had it on like 15 instead of, we had to do it on 25 to get the points last week. We were doing it on like 15. It's not a problem at all. Brachion is just like a 2-shot, and whenever there's like no cover, and then whenever you blow off his head, he goes rapid fire. So it's like doo, 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 and he never misses, and he's a 2-shot, and it's just,
oh wow,
it is just the worst. It is just the worst. Yeah. So overall, let's see. What's everyone? What's everyone? Be nerf worthy are exotics. I don't even know what that sentence was supposed to say. Graviton Lance will already benefit from the pulse rifle buff. Yep. To be honest, it's sad that they have to nerf a legendary. The only guns they should. Oh, nerf. Oh, the only guns that should be nerf worthy are exotics. I don't agree with that at all. I think exotics should be unique in their own way, but legendaries should still be competitive. Because if they're not competitive, then you have a Mida in the Taken King, where it's just gone, or Truth, or, you know, these kind of things. I disagree with that. Legendaries need to be able to compete with exotics, but exotics need to expand on your gameplay somehow.
Yeah, they should have a little bit of an edge over in a certain situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason they call them exotic, you know, meaning unique, rather than something like epic or legendary, or, well, I guess legendaries are, or epic,
We're already having enough of an issue finding uses for exotics in some situations, so nerfing them even more is going to make them even less viable, and you want them to be viable because they're supposed to be like a little bit more powerful.
Yeah, exactly. Cameron Hakey, welcome to stream. What's everyone feeling like in stream? I saw a lot of people like really liking this. But I want like specific questions and stuff if you guys have them. I mean, let's just running down the thing real quick. Titans are as fast as they used to be. That's a little bit scary, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh my god, that means shotgun skating is back. No.
Yeah, but shotguns are not going to be used as much as they were in Destiny 1.
With the heavy ammo stuff here, I disagree with that. I'm gonna have to disagree.
We'll see, because I still think the colony and fusion rifles are a better alternative in most cases.
Maybe.
Well, you could be
I don't know. I think shotguns are going to be super viable, especially something like the giant raid one that the Legend of Acreus. Legend of Acreus is going to be brutal with this update. With more ammo and you're super fast. Like, it'll be pretty crazy. Arcstrider is going to be just awesome. Dawnblade's going to be awesome. Night Stalkers are killed. Faster. Oh, I forgot about this. Supers recharge 1 minute and 40 seconds faster. That's insane. That's crazy. Pulse rifles are awesome. Scout rifles, hand cannons, sidearms are awesome. SMGs are better. Linear fusion rifles are going to be awesome. Shotguns, snipers, grenade launchers, and just under assault rifles, Uriel's gift was nerfed.
So, no, I think they called it out, but is it just the Uriel's gift, or I thought it was all assault rifles?
No, decreased range and aim assist stats for precision autos, like the Uriel's gift.
Okay,
but it's like the Uriel's gift. That's like the only one people have problems with. So
it seems like, and I like this. In Destiny 1, they had seasons of weapon balances, right. And their seasons made a tier of weapons, like the tier or the weapons to use. So it seems like now, instead of like nerfing everything and then bringing other things up, now they're just like bringing other things up to try to match so everything's more viable. And to me, that's a better change than what they did in the original Destiny, where hand cannons were the beginning of the game, and then hand cannons and autos, and then it was just hand cannons, and then pulse rifles. Yeah. So now, pick the ranges you like to work at, pick the weapons that you like to work at those, and I mean, if this is, and they can continue to tweak them. Yeah. But I want everything to be viable. I don't want to just be forced to use hand cannons because everybody else is using them because it's the meta, or you know what I mean? Yeah.
I get it. I think it's inevitable that something is going to be used more than something else. For instance, Mida is still really easy to use. Mm-hmm. Nothing happened to high caliber rounds. Nothing happened to scout rifles to bring them down. So I still think Mida is going to be a very competitive weapon and is going to be very easy to use and is going to be used by a lot of people just because that's like how it works, Mm-hmm. I'm glad that they saw a weapon that a lot of people were using and was too effective, being the Uriel's gift, and they addressed it. But at the same time, something's just going to fill that void eventually, and it'll be interesting to see what that is.
Well, hopefully it's a list of things that can fill that void rather than a single weapon.
Yeah, right. Wolf King, so a while ago there was a code problem with snipers or something like that. So will that be fixed now, or are they buffing it so that won't be much of a problem anymore? I believe they addressed that at the end, and they said May, if I'm not mistaken. It will be fixed in May.
I'm pretty sure you said May.
Yeah. 1.2.0, which is May with DLC 2. Yeah, man. I mean, these are a lot of insanely good changes. I'm very much liking all of these things for sure.
Way more buffs than nerfs. That's always good.
Just not even like way more. Like just the proportions are just
99 to 1. We'll say.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited to play with all these. But that's really the entire thing. Like this is what I like about Bungie. A lot of people give Bungie a lot of crap, but they've obviously learned from player feedback over the past 3.5 years. All buffs, everything is getting faster, ability cooldowns are going away, supers are being crazy, more power ammo. The game's going to be a lot quicker, and that's a direct result to listening to our feedback. So I really like all this. I'm hoping it's good. I hope it breathes life back into the Crucible. Yeah, I guess we'll have to. We'll have to see.
Here's the other thing. I really commend them for trying to make a change, like with the PvP system, to like make it more competitive, and it didn't work, and they realized it didn't work, and now they're trying to remedy that problem. But I like them for taking a chance, like, you know, because we both, before Destiny 2 even came out, and we heard all the PvP changes, we both thought it was going to be like the PvP meta for games to come, and unfortunately it wasn't. But like, I thought it was going to be great, so I commend them for trying something new.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
Yeah, that type of thing. But yeah, I think they wanted to make it like MLG, and it's...
Well, honestly, I feel like this is more likely to break an MLG scene because it is faster. You know, you can't just follow the code that's out there. You have to make it more interesting. And I feel like more quick gameplay with more aspects is going to be more interesting to watch than something that's a little bit more tedious. You know,
yeah.
The reason Fortnite is so big on Twitch is because everyone plays a different way. It's very fast paced. You know, people liked PUBG for a long time, but then people were like, it's just laying in a field all game, and you know, it's not fun. So they hopped over to the Battle Royale game that's a lot faster, that's a lot more goofy, there's arguably more one-hit kills in Fortnite than PUBG. And the same thing can be compared from Destiny meta vanilla to Destiny meta, what I assume this is going to be like now in March, on March 27th. So it seems like they're taking cues like that, like, you know, people that play Borderlands, that play video games are, you know, they like to be fast. A lot of them, you know, not old people like you, Jay-Z, but...
got me.
But people prefer really fast-paced action. You know, if you're going to die, get it over with and get back in there, you know? That kind of stuff. And I think that this is really reflecting that. I'm worried that the one-hit kill meta is going to come back, but at the same strength, I take solace in the fact that they will never return fusion grenades to their former glory. And I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. Like, those one-hit grenades, like, that ruined Destiny's Crucible in a lot of aspects for me, because it was put 2 grenades on, spam 2 grenades.
Yeah. Let's see, what's everyone saying? Christian First, you deserve way more subs, bro. Well, you deserve way more hugs. Yeah, that's nice. Arlo, I personally don't like the Voidwalker that much. I definitely prefer roaming supers, and I need Dawnblade to be competitive because Stormcaller is not a PvP subclass. Make Dawnblade great, Bungie. So I like Voidwalker being unique. Being the only shutdown super in Destiny 2 is definitely a huge perk for Voidwalker. It makes it much more attractive in its own right, and Devour in itself is ridiculous. I don't know. I think Dawnblade's going to be pretty good with these changes. We'll have to see, but especially now that you have the non-predictability or unpredictability factor of being able to float in the air and actually hit your shots. That's going to be pretty big.
I'm excited to try it on Callus to see if it does more damage than because Stormcaller right now is the go-to class for Warlocks.
Yeah, because Arc Souls. Did they say they're increasing damage?
No, but you get more.
Just one more sword, but yeah.
Yeah, like we'll see, but that could be the difference between a little bit more DPS.
Yeah, that's fair. All solar grenades need buffs. That is where you're wrong. Grenades are fine. Do not touch them, Bungie. Please.
No.
Please. Wolf King.
Unless it's PvE only, I'm okay with it.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, leave grenades where they are. Owen, hello, remember me? Dude, you've been asking that like every live stream and every video. Yes, I do. I promise. Stop this. Wolf King, do you think the Arc Starter buffs / changes will, in the long run, have a positive or negative effect, as in regard to comparing it to other supers competitively? Super positive, man. Like I said, it's going to be the subclass now. And I think hunters need that more than any other subclass. So I think you need a competitive... It's really good, in my opinion, to have a competitive subclass where you're just like, I just got outplayed. Rather than, this guy's so annoying, I'm going to bash my head into a wall if he doesn't leave the game. You know, that's obviously a reference to Night Stalker. But, you know, if you have subclasses like strikers, which are easier to use. They're not hard. They got great grenades, and that's probably the equivalent to like gunslinger. But if you are more skilled, there should be options to reward you, and I think that's very easy to see across, you know, all of the classes in the game. I think Warlocks, Voidwalkers with Devour, if you're good at the game, you're going to do a lot better with that, being able to proc Devour and all that. With Hammer Titan, I think if you're good at the game, that will reward you a lot more than Striker. And I think this will do the same with Arcstrider. If you're good at the game, you know how to maneuver around the field, you can dodge, you know how to do multiple things at once, I think this is going to be like the go-to Crucible subclass now. Because like I said, it's not bad now. People give it a lot of crap. Arcstrider is very good. So, that's one of those things. What do you think, JJ? Did you disagree with any of that?
No, absolutely not. Like, bringing it closer to Destiny 1. So, this might be a better Crucible than Destiny 1. I almost had a puberty squeak there, you know.
No, you kind of did. I wasn't going to say anything, but you kind of did.
Yeah, one of these days I'll hit that.
You'll finally hit it, Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'll get it. But, no, like, and bringing it closer to the fun that Destiny 1 was, while still not having the grenade spam and the one-hit kills like Destiny 1 had. Yeah. I think it might be a good mix. So we'll see, but I'm pretty excited for all the changes.
Yeah, for sure. Man, yeah, all of this stuff. Just there wasn't anything here that I was like. I mean, you guys just sat here for an hour and listened to my opinions. There wasn't anything here I was like, what? The heavy is the thing I'm most skeptical of. The heavy changes. And like I said, going in with a super open mind. We'll see. I mean, they're getting rid of Night Stalkers. How bad could this be, right?
Well, they're not getting rid of them. They're bringing them down to...
No, dude. They're curb stomping them. Bungie just... BAM!
Well, good. Like, I'm tired of people just... But that's the other thing compared to Destiny 1 is the abilities and the grenades aren't as spammable as they used to be. So
which is awesome.
Yeah, so if you're bringing up the pace of play on Destiny 1 and all the things that were annoying as hell in Destiny 1... You're kind of like not really nerfing, but you're making them in line with what they should be.
Yes.
Should equal a better Crucible experience overall. So.
As long as I don't like get the urge to throw my controller at my TV, I'm fine. And if they're like, we'll be good. Rabid Creatures, are these coming with the next update? Yes, on March 27th with 1.1.4. And yeah. That's all of the questions I have to answer right now in chat. It's been just over an hour. That's usually our time, and we've done everything. I don't know, man. Jay-Z, like, overall, I'm really excited for all of this. And, yeah, that's all I got.
It might actually get me to play some Crucible for...
What?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you play it when it first came out and got all the weapons and stuff, but it wasn't, like, sustainable. So now, give me a sustainable Crucible. Bring that fun back, like... You can make, like, silly plays and outplay people.
Yeah, just have fun with it. That's the thing, like, there's a point where Crucible is, you can do well, you can 1v2, you can 1v3, but you have to, like, try hard so bad. But with something like this, just have fun. And, these plays will just happen, and that's awesome. RJG, what if Bungie made a Battle Royale game mode? No, just stop. I'm not even reading that.
And it's glossing over, sorry. It's glossing over all the PvE buffs that we're getting that might make other weapons viable. And what I play the most, and you play, a little bit more than you play PvP. Like we might.
I would say at this point significantly more. I don't really do that much Crucible.
But this might make some of the weapons viable that we've been using, or like that have been using. So now we have different options and opportunities in these situations rather than, Nameless Midnight and what's the new Vanguard?
Positive Outlook.
Positive
Outlook.
Outlook.
I don't know, man. They increased what Kill Clip does. Like it's only going to get better.
I don't see that changing, but I mean maybe we can mix up some other weapon and like even snipers like on some of the boss battles like Callus and Argos. Those snipers might become viable now. So
that'd be crazy. And that would I don't know. I think most of this is going to be really like I don't know if this will change my go-to raid loadout much. But with the prestige loadout mode, like I mentioned, that'll make that a lot of fun. I'm very, very eager for that coming in.
Well, I think we should test out snipers and beam.
Yeah, let's do it.
Rifles.
We can do a couple streams trying out snipers and raids, trying out linear fusion rifles and that kind of stuff. Yeah, man. Christian first. What if we had a raid where we stole Eververse's main campus? I don't know what that means, but if we stole stuff from Eververse, that's you guys are silly. Oh man. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I've got to say. Solid changes. Jay-Z agrees, which is awesome. I'm happy when people are happy with stuff, you know. Bungie, like, you know what's really unfortunate? I know that we'll see more comments like Destiny is dead, these are really bad attempts, blah blah blah. Like those people just need to go sit in a corner, wait for the Division 2, maybe call your mom or something, be productive, get out of my face. But this is for everyone who's actually worthy of being happy.
What's funny is you mentioned Division 2, but games like The Division, games like Warframe, games like Diablo 3, all have done the same thing and have become really, really good games in the end. But people that gave up on it early are like, oh, I'm not going back to that, are missing out on, you know, the great game that it became. It's good that developers care enough to want to change their game and make it better.
No game is perfect on launch, you know? This is why we didn't stick with the system with like the Nintendo and the Sega Genesis and all this stuff where you can't update the games. Like people know games can get better. And that's, you know, there's no such thing as a game that's perfect. You know, people saying that Destiny 1 is perfect, you're out of your mind. People saying it's just like that kind of we had someone in the Nightfall stream get offended when he said that, and I was like, dude, it's not perfect. It was never perfect. It's not close to perfect.
More fun and perfect are very different things.
Exactly. I don't even think Destiny 1's more fun. I mean, there's more stuff to do, but it's 3 years older, you know? Like
I think like I said, the Crucible is more fun in Destiny 1.
Oh, well, no. The House of Wolves Crucible is more fun than Destiny 1. Right now, Crucible and Destiny 1 makes me want testing cancer.
No, like, yeah. But I mean, like, at least you get more, you know, I like the maps better. But that's semantics, so... But I mean, if they're bringing this to, like, Destiny 1 Crucible in its heyday with the better, you know, changes, I'm all for that.
Yeah, I'm super... I don't have any doubt in my mind this will be a vast improvement on the system that we have now. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it in the stream. We've gone over everything. Everything's pretty good. I'm very excited. You guys, if you're joining the stream later or whatever, once this goes up in a later format, and I have corrected the thumbnail, make sure you guys leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section as well. But until then, I'm Scarrow9. You can find me at Scarrow9 on Twitter. People who ask me on my videos, when are you streaming? Are you doing the last word today? Arlo, I'm looking at you. I put all this stuff out on Twitter, so go follow me. It's great. If you are not entered in my giveaway yet, let me get a link to that real quick. Make sure you guys enter this. Super easy to do. And there you go. So you can enter that. People who want a link to the actual Bungie page I'm reading, the Bungie blog I'm reading right now, I will post it in chat any second. Oh my goodness. No, never mind. Bungie doesn't want me to use this. There you go. And yeah, so a lot of stuff, man. A lot of great stuff on the horizon. Follow me on Twitter. Oh yeah, JC, do your thing. I totally skipped over you, man.
No, it's all good. JC Basketball 25, and I try to retweet most of Scarrow's live stream tweets that I'm involved in. So follow me there, and the same on Xbox. Boom.
There we go. And if you're one of the people spamming me, I had a guy offer to pay me $5 to carry him in trails. Guys, I have lives. I have lives. No, I have a life. Like, I can't just help people all the time, or else I would, believe me, but I can't. Wait, the link doesn't work? What are you talking about? I'm on the link. Just go to Bungie. Just go to Bungie.net. Literally, look. I'll help you out, man. Bungie.net and click the flaming sword picture that you see right there. There you go. Just go there. Just copy and paste, and then click this thing. But yeah, that's gonna be the stream. See, that's how you know the stream's almost over, because I just ramble on like an idiot.
Also rumble.
I also just rumble on. That's the point. Yeah, I really think that's gonna be the stream, guys. Good changes, good stuff. I have an Iron Banner stream coming later for you guys. I have a Nightfall stream coming later for you guys. I'm on spring break next week, so who knows what the hell I'm gonna work on. Put some awesome videos out or something. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just sleep the whole time. We'll see.
Sleeping's nice.
It's really, you know, I always think sleeping's nice, and I go down to sleep, and I'm like, this is such a waste of time. Also, if you like Marvel, there's my puberty squeak. If you're a fan of the Marvel Netflix shows, Jessica Jones Season 2 dropped today. It's pretty good so far. I'm only on episode 2, but it's pretty good. Yeah, that's going to be it, guys. So, have a great night. Play some Iron Banner. Get that pulse rifle, because it's going to be awesome after these changes. And until the next live stream or video, yeah, I guess I'll just see you then.
Peace.